Hey YouTubers, how's everybody going? So it's Sunday and I can't wait to start trading the market again on Monday. I was basically gone for 2 weeks. I went to the island of Elba in Tuscan, Italy, where my wife's family's from. And I had a good time, but I couldn't wait to get back after a week, mainly because there's not a lot of good internet service there. I can't trade the market, and I just ready to come back. And I actually saw something, so I kind of refreshed my mind, let everything sit for a little bit, and this is what really the conclusion that I'm coming to here. I mean, even before I went on the trip, this is kind of where I saw gold heading, um, going into next year. So what I saw here was this major correction, which was the A wave down here, okay, to 1250, 1249, whatever you want to call it. The B wave would be here, and then the C wave, obviously a lot more momentum down. So what we're catching here is kind of weird. It's not as clear cut as that move, but here this is what the A wave looks like, and it looks like an A wave all the way to 1300, which looks legit. But the B wave isn't that exact. I mean, is it this one? Is it this one? So I'm picking that the intermediate cycle low would be we're at 1200, um, which hit somewhere in July. So if we take that into consideration, which I think we can get to 1375 going into the beginning of the year, somewhere in the beginning of the year, that would be great. But this is if we kind of focus in a little bit more. Let's say we take the start of this cycle, which looks like this next daily cycle is topping. That candlestick right there that posted on Friday looks like a reversal candle, and it's basically at the 29th day. So if we take another week or so, the next week or two, the next 10 to 14 trading days, move down to a daily cycle low, that makes a lot of sense actually, for that to happen. So I'm looking for gold to take a step back, a breather here. Um, and I'm pretty confident about this trade actually. So um, over the trip, I got to read Jesse Livermore's Trading in Stocks, and not everything that he does I agree with, but I'm gonna try something new. He definitely does not believe in averaging down on a trade. Now, granted, his form of recording prices, which is kind of remarkable in that period of time, he didn't have charts like this how we use today, but he did record price and price action. So he, instead of averaging down, he would buy, let's say, 100 shares of the 1,000 shares that he wanted to buy, and if the price confirmed his what he was looking at, the accuracy of his analysis, then he would keep adding to his position as it started going up. So let's say if we do believe that this reversal candle will make a reversal in gold, then we can most likely add a couple hundred shares of J Dust, which I'm not confident in because actually miners are just pretty stagnant. So I might do what I was looking at was possibly shorting silver. There's just more of a direction going on, more volatility in silver, and the miners are just stuck in this pattern. So if we could add some shares, 10% of our shares in shorting silver in some kind of manner, that would be the best bet, I think. And what we would want to see is it happen over the next week or so. And if it keeps happening, I'm going to keep adding shares at the end of the day if it confirms it. If it doesn't, then we'll close the position at either a break even or a small loss. So that's what I'm looking for on Monday, is starting to add to my position for silver. And I think it's going to be a good trade. It's one of those, there's like 3 or 4 times a year where I feel really good about a trade. It's like I just feel very clear on what I could see happening. And if you actually look at the weekly charts on gold and silver, and I'll just take silver for this manner, if we do take silver at 1530 and wherever gold finished at the same time it bottomed, it's still only it's the weekly cycle's in its infancy stage, so it's still only like about 6 weeks in. to this potential rally that eventually I think it takes a breather. But if you see this top trend line, I do believe that it'll definitely break and get us to $18 for silver. And on gold, it should blow past 1300, maybe 1375. Might be too much, but I don't know. I just see 2018 to be a good year. So a lot of people are very negative on gold and silver, but I just don't see silver really testing down here at all. I think this might be the low for this year. And we're going to slowly trace back right now to kind of wear out some of the bulls. And you could even see on our hedgers report. Let me actually go to silver. But yeah, I mean, they were the commercials were the most bullish they were in like over 2 years. Okay, so they made their nice little cash on this move here. So they're going short. They're going to keep adding to their positions, and I think people are going to keep going long. You got to wear some of these bulls out, the fish, the retail side, and I think they see the stock market going into a kind of a phase right now where it's at a cycle low, daily cycle low. So I don't think it's going to go down that much further. But I think it's going to trap a lot of people into thinking that there's a major correction coming. We got the solar eclipse tomorrow, which is not it's going to be a non-event. We also have people thinking Trump's going to get impeached, which could drive gold higher. Just let all this stuff, go through, and I don't see anything really changing. And gold going any higher right now. I think too many people are bullish on gold and bearish on the stock market. And it's just people are fearful, and I don't see that happening and playing out the same way. So I'm a contrarian right now, and I'm definitely going to start going short gold here, and eventually take advantage of the long side once people flip the other way. So peace out. Hope everybody has a good trading week coming up. And subscribe to the channel. If anybody has a channel out there we could share information, please let me know. And also go to StockTwits at MDanda86, Twitter MDanda86, and add me, and let's share what we have here so we can make some money. Peace.